Hey folks, welcome once again to yet another episode of SwillinGrog's wonderful world of beer. And yes, the world of beer is truly wonderful, even in these appalling times that we're in. Anyhow, what I have for you today is a brew that my good mate and fellow Aussie beer reviewer Jez recently sent me. Well, it wasn't actually that recent, it was last year, but yeah, given that it's now 2023, Happy New Year to you all. It's from a brewery that he frequents quite often, the Sanctus Brewing Co. of Clarence Valley in New South Wales. They have a brew pub, I believe, and yeah, they do some really good Philly cheesesteaks. Apparently Jez speaks quite highly of them. Anyway, this brew is their date night brown ale, which comes in at 5.5% alcohol by volume. A great ABV, I must say, particularly for a brown ale. Anyway, so I'm eager to try this one. So without further ado, I'll crack open this 375ml can and pour it out into this glass and make an assessment of it. The other brews I've had from Sanctus have been really quite stellar, so I think this one should impress. Wow, nice head on that. Still a bit left over in the can. Very active beer, as Jez would say. Alright, so it's definitely a deep copper colour, leaning towards brown, but yeah, very coppery when you hold it up to the light. About 2 fingers there of beige head. Let's just top this one up just a little bit. Okay, it's definitely a very active beer. Alright, let's move on to the aroma. Alright, getting hints of caramel and toffee. Yeah, a lot of sweet malt there. Yeah, definitely smells like the style guidelines should say would say a brown ale should smell like. Yeah. In a blind taste test, or smell test, you definitely think, oh yes, this is a brown ale. Alright, so we've talked about the appearance and the aroma, so time to dive into this one. Cheers to you, Jez, and cheers to you, the audience. Let's try this one out. First impression was actually lovely carbonation. Wow. And as expected, very malt forward, getting those notes of caramel and toffee there. A nice hit of bready malt. Wow. No real bitterness, but that nice malty flavour just lingers in the palate. Yeah, it's really pleasant. I must have another go. Yeah, no, I stand by that. Yeah, it's very pleasant to take a gulp of this one. And the water profile is definitely spot on here. No harshness to it. Very soft and smooth. Really impressed with this actually. Beautiful carbonation as well, and a bit of lacing on the glass. This is a very decent brew. Anyhow, time for another gulp, I think. Definitely holding that taste profile. The body's somewhere between light and medium, just leaning towards medium. Yeah, good malty flavors. Look, it's very hard to fault this one flavor-wise. Yeah, next to no bitterness. Very drinkable, and certainly, even at 5.5% ABV, it's one that I would definitely session. And I would imagine it would be absolutely stellar on tap, without a doubt. Of course, I can't cover off the price point, but I dare say that being Australia, yeah, you would be paying a pretty penny for one of these, especially if you just be buying a single can. They really sting you here when you just buy a single, believe it or not. Yeah, it's quite disgusting, but you know, nobody's willing to make a stand and do anything about it. I mean, well, I am. I tell you, how it is. Tell it like it is, I suppose, but nothing comes of it. Yeah. There's a real lack of solidarity here, I think. But I suppose, what sort of gets in the way is there's just so many other, pressing matters, isn't there? Beyond just, the ridiculous price of beer and alcohol in general here. Yeah, so a lot of bottle shops just keep on being essentially just a tax collector for the government. Very sad state of affairs. Anyway, I digress. This has been a most excellent brown ale, one that I would definitely recommend to you all. I'd certainly stop at the brew pub if I was down that way. And enjoy some of their beers on tap. Anyway, let's have one final gulp and give it a score out of 10. Well, all in all, a stellar brew. Nothing offensive about it flavour-wise. Very tasty. I'm quite partial to brown ales, the style that's quite neglected here. I would give this brew Date Night Brown Ale. Let's just top it up actually. Get the remainder out. Yeah, I give this one a solid 10 out of 10. Absolutely stellar. Alright, well anyway, that's it from me. I'll see you all in the next review, but until then, take care folks, and fare thee well all.